Have you ever wondered how India, a country known for its peace-loving ethos, strategizes its defense mechanisms? The journey is as complex as it is intriguing, reflecting the country's evolving geopolitical considerations and technological advancements. Historically, India's defense strategy has been rooted in its relationship with Russia. This partnership dates back to the Cold War era, a time of global tension and uncertainty. Russia, then part of the Soviet Union, emerged as a reliable ally for India, providing the country with a significant portion of its arms and weapons. But why Russia, you may ask? Well, the answer lies in the shared geopolitical interests and mutual respect between the two countries. Russia, with its advanced defense technology and willingness to share it, was a natural choice for India. This alliance paved the way for a defense strategy that was heavily reliant on Russian arms. From aircraft to submarines, Russia was India's go-to source for defense equipment. However, over the years, India's reliance on Russia for its defense needs has seen a significant decrease. A report from the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute points out that India has reduced its arms purchases from Russia by 14%. This marks the first time in 40 years that the country's weapon supply from Russia has decreased. India remains the biggest buyer of Russian weapons, but the total number of weapons has decreased by 36%. From 2019 to 2023, India stood as the largest importer of weapons, while the US and France began to dominate the global arms market. But as the world changes, so does India's defense strategy. Let's explore how. For the first time in 40 years, India has reduced its arms purchases from Russia by a significant 14%. This historic decrease marks a noticeable shift in India's defense strategy, and there are several reasons why this has happened. A principal reason for this change is India's attempt to decrease dependence on a single country for its defense needs. It's a diversification strategy that's driving India to explore other options in the global arms market. It's worth noting that while India remains the biggest buyer of Russian weapons, the total number of weapons has decreased by 36%. This diversification isn't just about reducing reliance, but also about ensuring India has access to a broad range of technologies and capabilities. By sourcing from different countries, India can leverage the best that each country has to offer, enhancing its own defense capabilities in the process. Another factor contributing to this shift is the changing dynamics in the global arms market itself. Traditional friendships are being reassessed in the light of emerging opportunities and challenges. India's traditional friendship with Russia in the defense sector is witnessing a shift, with countries like the United States and France making significant inroads into the Indian defense market. This decrease in arms imports from Russia opens opportunities for these countries to increase their presence. It's a win-win situation, with India accessing advanced technology and these countries finding a ready market for their defense products. But it's not all about imports. India is also focusing on developing indigenous weapons and technology, showcasing its ambition to enhance self-reliance and become a significant player in the global arms industry. The emphasis on long-range missiles capable of reaching China highlights India's strategic focus on addressing security challenges posed by neighboring countries. The changing dynamics in India's arms imports reflect the country's evolving defense priorities and regional security concerns. The increase in arms imports from the US and France signifies a growing partnership and cooperation in the defense sector with these countries. This shift from Russia is more than a mere change in suppliers. It's a strategic move with far-reaching implications. What does this mean for India's defense sector? Let's delve deeper. As India moves away from Russia, other global players are gaining a foothold in the Indian defense market. As the dynamics of India's defense strategy evolve, the United States and France have emerged as significant contributors to the country's armory. This isn't just a game of numbers, it's a strategic shift that reflects India's evolving defense priorities and regional security concerns. The United States, a global powerhouse, has been steadily increasing its defense exports to India. This burgeoning partnership goes beyond transactional exchanges. It's a testament to a growing strategic alignment between the two nations, a mutual understanding that is reshaping the geopolitical landscape. But the United States isn't the only country vying for a piece of the Indian defense market. France, too, has been making inroads, strengthening its ties with India through various defense deals. Renowned for its advanced military technology, France's increasing presence in the Indian defense market is a clear signal of a deepening partnership between the two nations. Yet it's not just about the arms, it's about the alliances that come with them. As India cultivates stronger defense ties with these nations, it's also fostering an environment of cooperation and mutual respect. These partnerships don't just supply India with weapons, they offer a platform for dialogue, an avenue for collaboration, and a framework for joint problem-solving. While Russia remains a significant player, the increased imports from the United States and France indicate a diversification strategy. It's a move away from reliance on a single country towards a more balanced global approach. This shift is a testament to India's evolving priorities, a clear sign of its determination to remain flexible and responsive in a rapidly changing world. But the shift is not just about buying from different countries. India has its eyes set on a bigger prize. India isn't just looking to buy, it's looking to build. As it navigates the complexities of the global defense market, India is also focusing on enhancing its indigenous capabilities. It's all part of a broader vision. A vision of self-reliance and strategic autonomy. Stay tuned as we delve into India's focus on indigenous defense in the next scene. India is turning its focus inward, aiming to enhance its self-reliance in the defense sector. As we delve deeper into the country's modern defense strategies, it becomes clear that India is setting the stage for a new era of self-reliance. A significant part of this strategy is the development of indigenous weapons and technology. A move that showcases the nation's ambition to become a significant player in the global arms industry. The country's defense sector is now channeling its energy and resources into creating homegrown solutions. Notable among these is the focus on the development of long-range missiles. The strategic importance of this cannot be overstated. With neighbors like China posing potential security challenges, these long-range missiles are not just symbols of power but necessary tools for safeguarding national security. The spotlight is on the country's defense research organizations, such as the Defense Research and Development Organization, or DRDO. Tasked with the mammoth mission of equipping India's military with state-of-the-art weapon systems, these organizations are pushing the boundaries of what's possible, creating advanced technologies that can stand toe-to-toe with the best in the world. This shift towards indigenous defense is not just about technical prowess or strategic security, it's also about economic impact. By focusing on homegrown solutions, India is creating a robust defense manufacturing sector, generating jobs, boosting the economy, and reducing the outflow of valuable foreign exchange. This doesn't mean that India is turning its back on international cooperation. Rather, it's strategically reducing dependence on any single country, ensuring a diverse supply chain that can withstand geopolitical shocks. Collaborations with other nations continue, but now with a greater emphasis on technology transfer, joint production, and mutual growth. What we're witnessing is a significant evolution in India's defense strategy. It's a move from being a major buyer in the global arms market to becoming an emerging producer, a shift from dependency to self-reliance. A journey towards becoming a defense powerhouse capable of securing its borders and projecting its power. This is a clear indication of India's evolving defense priorities and regional security concerns. As we look towards the future, it's evident that India's defense strategy is not just about responding to threats, but about anticipating them, preparing for them, and when necessary, neutralizing them. With these shifts in strategy, what does the future hold for India's defense sector? We've seen the significant transformation of India's defense strategy over the years. From a close defense partnership with Russia to a steady shift towards other global players, India's arms imports landscape has been evolving. This change has been driven by a need to diversify its defense partners, decrease reliance on any single country, and to address the broadening spectrum of regional security concerns. The first major shift has been the reduction in arms purchases from Russia by 14%. This is a historic decrease, marking the first time in 40 years that India's weapons supply from Russia has dropped. Despite this, India remains the biggest buyer of Russian weapons, but the total number of weapons has decreased by 36%. Simultaneously, we've seen the rise of other key players in the global arms market, particularly the United States and France, both gaining a stronger foothold in the Indian defense market. This shift doesn't merely represent a change in suppliers, but signifies a growing partnership and a deepening cooperation in the defense sector with these countries. Moreover, India's focus on developing indigenous defense capabilities, particularly long-range missiles, showcases the country's ambition to enhance self-reliance and become a significant player in the global arms industry. This strategic focus also indicates India's intent to address security challenges posed by neighboring countries, especially China. In light of these developments, the future of India's defense strategy appears to be one of diversification and self-reliance. By reducing dependence on any single country and developing indigenous defense technology, India is setting the stage to become not just a significant buyer but also a key player in the global arms industry. As India continues to evolve its defense strategy, one thing remains certain: its commitment to safeguarding its borders and ensuring the peace and security of its people.